Happy Friday. Welcome to a new episode of Wine Down Fridays with Shirley at bellandblessed.com. I'm here with my sweet red barefoot wine, my favorite wine. I do want to expand my palette and I would love to partner with some black owned wine brands. So if you see this and you happen to be a black owned wine brand, or you know someone who has a dope black owned wine brand, please send them my way, because I do want to expand my palette and I want to diversify, my wines, and then I could feature them on the show. I would even love to have the owner. I did say I'm going to expand this platform. I would love to have the owner of that wine come and sit with me, talk about their beginning, how they, started their business, and get some great gems that I could share with you. So that is something that is coming down the line. But also, I don't know if you know, today is 11/11, which is huge. And some of you may say, 11/11, why should I care about that? It's just a number. It is. That is definitely true. But in the term of manifesting, 11/11 is actually the most powerful angel numbers to bring your wishes and help them to come true. So I err on the side of caution when it comes down to manifesting, because I am Christian. I was grown up, raised Christian in a Christian home with Christian beliefs, and that is my foundation. But I also am spiritual, and I do think they can go hand in hand. And there are some things I learn about spirituality that I take in, and some that I don't. And it's completely up to you as a person, what you want to take from anywhere, whether it's spirituality or religion, and, use it in your own life. But I truly believe in manifesting. I have started vision boarding, I would say 10 years now. So maybe 10, I want to say 2009 or 2010 was when I really went into the field of learning about your subconscious mind. So I started to be very into studying how we can program our subconscious mind for success, and how we can, just be motivated by thinking positive, and by truly visualizing the type of life or lifestyle that you want to attract. So I was first introduced to this by The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And someone told me about it. They're like, oh, have you ever heard of The Secret? I'm like, what kind of secret society nonsense is going on? Like, never heard of The Secret. Truly didn't care about it until I actually sat down and listened to it. And it made perfect sense. It was just literally different teachers and, philosophers coming and giving knowledge of how you have the power inside of you to tap into certain emotions. In your imagination, you can tap into certain places where you can literally attract things into your life. So when I seen and I heard about this, I said, I want to learn and I want to put into practice. So I started putting together a vision board. Now, when I started the vision board, the beginning stages were going into a magazine, clipping out any vision of anything you want to attract into your life. And at this time, I'm maybe 20, 21. I'm like, mumbo jumbo. This is just some, new age stuff going on. Not 100% sold, but I'm willing to try it because I'm interested in it and see where it goes. And I can honestly say, with every ounce of my body, and I have no reason to lie, since 2010 to now, anything that I've put on my vision board, I'm not going to say everything, but I would say if I had 10 different things that I wanted to manifest, a good 8 came to pass. And this could range anything from money to the type of car that I wanted, to the type of lifestyle that I wanted, travel, my emotional state, my mental state, my happiness, my joy. Like, I love to use words on my vision board. Like, I feel like that is more affirming to me. But pictures work as well. So I'll even look back at last year. I started my fitness journey. Actually down 11 pounds. Very proud of myself. I have a trainer. Shout out to Wesley, the best. But, I had that all over my vision board. Like, wanting to work out consistently, wanting to lose weight, wanting to be consistent. In line with that, I had certain things about a certain salary that I wanted. I had certain things about a position that I wanted to obtain. I even had something as small as Disney World on there. I love Disney World. And I'm actually going to Disney World. I went last year, Thanksgiving, and I'll be going this year again with my family. So, some stuff to the slightest degree where it just made sense, you know. And the whole point of a vision board, it's nothing magical. And I think when it comes down to manifesting, people have to realize that this is not a genie in a bottle type of exercise. You know, you don't cut out a picture and because you put it on a board, it's going to come to pass. It's the same thing with having any type of faith, you know. A faith and having strong belief in God is knowing you don't see him, or you don't see the things that you want to pass, but you know they're going to happen. You know, like you walk by faith and not sight. So it's putting one foot in front of the other. And I know that I don't see it now, but I know it's going to come to pass. You know, like I know that job that I want is going to come to pass. My stability, my finances are going to, you know, prosper in the way that I want. I know that I'm going to have the lifestyle that I want. If I keep working hard and having faith, is going to come to pass, you know? So for me, manifesting is directly in line with that. And I think it has to be coupled with faith. And that's just my take on it. There are people that are more spiritual based and they tend to reference the universe and they reference, you know, frequency. To me, it all means one thing, because there is one universal source. No matter if it's Allah, if it's Jesus Christ, if it's Abraham, if it's Moses, if it's Abraham, we all know him to be different ways and translated different ways, but there is one source. That's what I truly believe, that there's one general source, and there's not one source that's better than the other. There's not one source that, you know, is more powerful than the other. It really just comes down to your beliefs and what you believe. And even with belief, what you believe is going to be what comes to pass in your life, you know? So if you believe that you are strong, that you're worthy, that you are an overcomer, that you're a warrior, that you can face obstacles and make it and rise up to challenges, that's going to be the general theme of your life, you know? Like when challenges come, you're going to be able to just, you know, it's going to come, but it's not going to hit you. It's just going to roll right off of you. You're going to be able to just keep forging ahead. So when it comes to manifesting, I do think it is deeply in line with what spiritual practices you have. And, you know, different strokes for different folks. I'm not here to judge anyone, but I am here to tell you that today is a powerful day to manifest, you know. And I read something that, you know, the sequence of numbers 11, 11, 22, the last time that this happened was, I believe, in 1999, where it fell in some type of numerology order. So, you know, folks have said like today is the ultimate day for manifesting. I believe every day is the day for manifesting, honestly. Every day that you get up, and like I personally in the morning, I love to just spew out, especially on social media, like positive and motivational content. Love TikTok. So it's usually TikTok, whether it's a prayer, whether it's a encouraging word, whether it's some type of motivation. Like for me personally, when I'm even looking for that content or I'm posting it, like I'm bursting my brain with that positive thinking in the morning. You know, I'm already on that frequency. And when I wake up, the first thing that I do is pray. I say my prayers. I thank, you know, Jesus for waking me up to see another day. I may go into a devotional depending on the morning and what time that I have. But I will say that is like a constant in my life. And I see the difference it makes. You know, like every day is not perfect. We don't live in a perfect world. We all go through things. But setting that tone, I think, is another way to manifest. You know, like I'm putting out into the world, this is the energy that I want to attract for this day. So if I'm putting out positive and I'm telling myself that I'm going to be positive no matter what happens, I feel like that makes a difference, you know. And things happen. Every day is not positive. Negative things may happen, but you're able to tap into that. I feel like this is how I look at the brain. So we are so full of so many, it's like, can be packed to capacity depending on the day, depending on what you do for work. You know, you're just constantly on information overload, whether it's at work, whether you're on your cell phone, whether you're watching TV. Like we're just living in an information age where our brains, I think, can tend to be overloaded sometimes. And sometimes you might feel agitated, you might feel frustrated, just feel overwhelmed. And like when I feel that way, I know that it's time for me to disconnect. Like lock off the phone, shut down the TV, go into some kind of meditation, into some like reading, like something to like cool my brain down, because it's too much overload. You know, I'm taking in too much and I'm not taking time to process and relax. That is so important. But when it comes down to, you know, filling your brain with positivity, I look at it the same way. So it's like, if I have all this information overload coming in, 90% of it is positive content and it's positive feedback and it's positive and motivational, you know, sayings or encouragement. I feel that is what my brain is going to continue to run on, versus the overload and the overwhelm and the stress and the worry. That's going to be there, like no matter how much. And I don't care any type of book you read that ever tells you like, oh, I can help you to be a more positive person or think positive 100% of the time. I would run. It's not even possible humanly for your brain to just be in a place where you're only thinking positive. Your subconscious mind exists for a reason, like that is, it's almost like a storage of all your thoughts and your beliefs mostly. So sometimes you might have deep rooted beliefs and not even know it, because it's so ingrained in you based on things that may have happened in your life, traumas you may have experienced. Pretty much anything can be stored there where you may react in a certain way, or you may have a certain behavior to certain things. And until you sit back and you ask yourself why you react in that way, you won't even tie it back to something that's going on in your subconscious mind. And the best ways when you want to look at your subconscious mind is when you're driving. When you wake up and you go into work and you get up, you make your coffee, you get dressed, you get in your car, you drive where you have to go, your subconscious mind is the one replaying all of that. Like it gets so redundant and your brain is so used to it and so used to that routine. You don't have to think about it. How often do you sit there and say, okay, am I going to put my keys in the ignition? Am I going to turn the wheel? Am I going to drive to work? No, you do it because you're on autopilot. Your subconscious mind knows this is go. It's go time. They know this is the time to get up. This is the time to get in the car. This is the time to go to work. I feel I approach the same thing with your thinking, and your positive thinking especially is on autopilot. So the more that you feed your brain with that positive material, whether it's reading, whether it's books, whether it's videos, in the same breath, that's why you have to watch the content that you ingest. Like you have to monitor what you watch, what you allow yourself to be exposed to, because in the same way that you can feed in that positive energy, you can also feed in negative energy and not even know it. You can just be watching something and a thought come in your mind and trigger you, and now you're just in a different state because you were exposed to something. So I think it's important to guard what you allow into your brain, what you allow into your aura, what you allow to come into your subconscious. But more importantly, when it comes to manifesting, guarding and really safeguarding the future or life that you want. Like I truly believe that we all are here as spiritual beings to live our life to the fullest. That meme, I'm not here to pay bills and die. I'm responsible. Yes, I have bills and yes, I have responsibilities, but I am here to enjoy my life. Like we're here for a short time and we're here for a good time. Like my mantra is play hard, but work harder, because, that work that you put in to be a better person, to think positive, to be on a good track, to be consistent, whether it's in working out, whether it's in a hobby, whether it's in love, whether you want to love more, you just want to be a better person. There's so much power, and it takes so much courage to look within yourself and notice that you're flawed. Notice that you're not perfect. Notice that you have work to do and actually do the work. That's where people fall short, where it's, especially with manifesting, it's like, so let's go back to the BMW. You want the BMW by next year, so you're visualizing every day. You have your vision board. You're looking at it. You're getting excited. You're feeling the feelings of driving down the car, blasting your music, just feeling good, knowing when I get that car, I'm going to feel nice. I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to feel fulfilled. But where's that point A to point B? Are you saving money for that car? Are you working your credit so that you can obtain that car? Are you, working hard? And also, are you knowing, okay, if I don't get the BMW, I can still get a white car. It doesn't have to be a BMW. It can still be a high-end luxury vehicle. So, that's another thing that I want to go into with manifesting, that it's okay to not have the exact same thing that you want, and also to have a plan B. Because life is not perfect. We know that, in the same breath that we can obtain all that we want and live the life that we want. I personally like to live my life in the will that God has for me. So if it's in line with what he wants for me in my path, then yes, I'm all for it. But if I'm chasing something that's not in line with my purpose, and it's not going to fulfill me into my enlightenment, and it's not going to help to align with who I am as a person, it's not going to help me to grow, I don't care for it, and that comes with time. It comes with discernment. It comes with prayer. It comes with just tapping into yourself and like asking yourself, what do you want? Like I got to that point when I was studying about The Secret and manifesting, that I had to look within myself and ask myself, like, what do you truly want? You know, like, you're in college, you're graduating soon. Where's the life that you see for yourself after you graduate? You know, and I can say 10 years later, I'm exactly where I wanted to be then. It took 10 years, you know, and that's another thing. Manifesting and timing are so important. Like, trust the timing of your life. I cannot stress that enough. For these 20 and 30-year-old folks, especially my age group, 33-year-olds, trust the timing of your life, because everything that God has for you is going to come when it's time. When it's the right time, when you're emotionally ready, when you're mature enough to handle it. And sometimes I think that, you know, I get frustrated. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I've been praying about this. It's not your time yet, you know, and it's okay. Like, God knows when the time to bless you with what he wants to bless you with, you know. And looking back on some things that I wanted that came to pass but didn't work out, I'm so thankful they didn't work out, because if they did, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I had to realize that certain things that I may have manifested and came to pass that didn't work out were for a reason, you know. Like, just because it comes in your life and you bring it to pass does not mean that it's going to be something that is going to be beneficial, or it may have just come in your life to teach you a lesson. You move on and you keep moving, you know. So that's why, as far as my vision board, the one that I have now, I had the same one for the last 2 years, and all I've done was edit it, because there are some things on my vision board that haven't come to pass yet. And then there are some things that I have on there that I want to take off that may not align with what I want moving forward, you know. That's the beauty of manifesting. That's the beauty of vision boards. That's the beauty of being a human. You have the right to wake up one day and decide that you don't want X and now you want Y. And now all you have to do is pray, put it out there, and literally manifest a new reality. Like, I feel like I make it sound easy, and to me, in my brain, it's a lot easier than a lot of people make it seem. You know, I feel like I don't align with these people coming out, oh, you know, join this course and I'll show you how to become a master manifestor. We all are master manifestors, okay? Don't let anyone trick you into buying certain, even prayers. Like, I'm not into that, but don't allow anyone to coerce you to tell you that they're going to help you manifest, because we have all the tools inside of us. We're very powerful beings, and when you are able to tap into a certain part of your brain and bring those things into existence, that is when you will truly see your power. So I do wish you a very, very happy 11/11, and I hope that you do take this time for the rest of the night. Maybe even write down 10 things that you want to manifest in 2023, you know. And I've learned the best way to do that is to start with, I'm so happy now that, and the goals that you want to pass, write them as if they're in the present tense. So for me, if I want to lose 25 pounds next year, I'm so happy now that I lost 25 pounds and I'm energetic. I'm so happy now that I own that home and I'm, you know, blessed. Write everything in the present, and you will be so surprised, because I've done this practice where I've looked at things I wrote the year before and it's to the T. Like, in the present day that I have everything that I wrote. And I'm so happy and blessed for that. And I really attribute it to Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I attribute it to myself for working hard and believing that the things that align with me will come to pass. And I just, you know, really encourage you today to believe in yourself. And even if you don't believe in the mumbo jumbo manifestation, that you take the time to always check in with yourself and be sure that you are living your best and blessed life. Because we are here we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time and to live our purpose, to be happy. I truly believe that, to be abundant, to, you know, just live your best life, and to allow and help others too as well. So I do want to leave with a note card, and it's something that I brought. It's like a deck. It's so cute. It's just little affirmations. You can write notes on the back. So this one says, everything I'm looking for, I can find within me. And in the back, you can write, my intention for today is. So I'm going to leave you with my intention. And my intention is to continue to be present, to continue to, you know, accept my power, and to continue to operate in that power. No matter how the day goes, no matter bad, good, indifferent, to know that I'm very powerful, and, you know, I'm a beautiful child of God, and I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. That is my truth. I do pray that you have an amazing weekend and a great next week. Thanksgiving is coming up. I'm super excited. As you know, my planner is dropping. So that is super exciting. I have some very fun things in the works. So I plan to present this within the next week. I will be releasing on my social media channel some great materials, and I will have the drop ready by Christmas. So please support. You are not going to be disappointed. The Belle and Blessed Life Planner is the ultimate life planner to set you up for success in 2023. I don't only say that because I created it as my product. I've tested it, and my planner that I released last year, I actually used it, and it helped me so much as well. So I'm super excited to bring it to you, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that you continue to follow me. As you know, it is Blessed and Belle on Instagram, and belleandblessed.com. That is BelleandBlessed.com. I'm Shirley with belleandblessed.com, and I hope that you enjoyed our third episode of Wind Down Fridays. Stay blessed and Belle.